Good morning. It is morning brew time. It is morning brew time. Hopefully, you can stop by today on your coffee break. I have to tell y'all, I am not ready this morning. I tell you, I think I'm still feeling like I'm waking up. I've been up for hours, but I'm still getting up, right? But today's brew is a word of encouragement and something I hope will inspire you that you are not what you survived. That's the brew for today. It might feel a little heavy, the topic, but you know what? Hopefully, you'll walk away a little lighter. But hey, grab your coffee. I have my coffee like I need more than I need. I don't know. I just need it this morning, right? But grab your coffee. Not going to hold you long, but definitely want to get into this message. If you're chiming in, if you are chiming in, make sure you let me know what you're drinking. Just hit me up in the comment section. But bear with me, y'all, because today I am really going to be relying on my notes that I have. I do have my notes and just trying to get it together. You ever wake up some mornings and you just feel a little discombobulated? That's how I'm feeling this morning. Yeah, a little discombobulated, but it's all good. It's all good. So hopefully you get an opportunity to just sneak in for a quick coffee break and get what you need from it and then head back out to whatever you're doing, right? But let's get into this brew today. You are not what you survived. So, you know how we do. We take a pause and we pour into purpose. So, in a world, this world that we live in, that glorifies resilience but rarely teaches release, many people walk around wearing their trauma like a name tag. Now, is that you? Can I talk directly to you? Are you someone that you have gone through some stuff, whatever it may be? I don't know what you've gone through, whatever you have gone through. But are you someone that's wearing it as a name tag? Or have you come through it, to be stronger from it? But let's talk about this. Survival becomes identity, pain becomes personality. But here's the truth: what happened to you may have shaped you, but it does not define you. Okay, so please make sure you hear that. Do not allow survival to become your identity. Do not allow the pain to become your personality. But what has shaped you, it does not define you. That's right. Good morning. Good morning to my sister. My sister, Finesse. That's not her real name, but that's her Facebook name. Good morning, sis. And Diana, my other sister from another mother. Good morning. And you're absolutely right. What you say, no, ma'am. And make sure y'all check out her Author Brew Friday because she talks about some of the pain and the trauma from her books that she's gone through. And I can clearly state that she has not allowed it to become a name tag for her, but she has taken that pain and that trauma of her story and she has empowered others to triumph through whatever it is they're going through. So, but let's continue to get into this because I really, really want you to grasp that whatever you may have survived, it may have shaped you, but it does not define you. Good morning, Amanda. Amanda, another one of our best-selling authors in her book, When Love Speaks, Love Pours. 365 days, all on love quotes. This message, you might want to pick up that book after this message, okay? And it's available everywhere. All right. And so, but let's talk about this. So, in today's brew, it is going to be your invitation to rewrite the narrative and step into who you were always meant to be, healed and free. Okay, so come, let's pour into some purpose. Okay, so what we want to do, let's start looking at how can we redefine your story behind your scars. Now, we all have probably some scars, some cuts, some bruises, some knots, some whatever it is, because life isn't easy. Life is hard. Yeah, life can be really hard sometimes as you navigate through life, um, just trying to figure things out. And whoever said it was going to be easy? So, there are definitely probably some battle wounds and some scars left on you navigating through this thing called life. But let's see how we can reshape those things, and let's see how we can use them to really empower and uplift ourselves first and foremost, as well as being an example for others. So, let's talk about what scars may remind us of what you've been through, not reflections of who you are. I'm going to keep enforcing that, okay, throughout this brew today, because what you have gone through does not define who you are destined and purpose to be. Okay, so these points, you are not your brokenness, you are not what they did to you, you are not your trauma response. You are the comeback, the courage, the compassion, the clarity that comes after. Now, that might be hard to really digest when you are in the midst of a storm going through something, trying to figure out how do I get out of this, right? But Diana said, preach. But I really want you to store these seeds away, plant these seeds away so you always are able to water them, go back and pull from them, okay? You are not your brokenness. You are not what they did to you. You are not your trauma response. You are the comeback, the courage, the compassion, the clarity that comes after. You are not the fire, you are the phoenix. Think about that, a phoenix rising out of the ashes, right? This is who you are. Speak life to who you are, not to who people are trying to define you as, but to who you are. Speak life. Okay. And sometimes you have to speak life over yourself and not wait for someone else to do it for you. So, let's talk about healing, shame, guilt, or survival based on thinking. Some of us still carrying the shame of what we endured. Sometimes you don't even know how to hold your head up high because you probably are just like, what are they thinking? What do they know? What do they see? Right? And sometimes you just don't know how to cope with it all. So, in today's brew, I just want to remind you, you did what you needed to survive. Some people didn't make it out, but you did. That deserves grace and not guilt. We talked about it in another coffee brew. It's okay to extend grace to yourself. You don't have to wait for someone to give you your flowers, to give you grace, to give you those things. Sometimes it's okay for you to encourage yourself, extend grace to yourself as you are going through rebuilding you, as you are going through trying to grasp your identity through all the whatever it is you have endured, right? Trying to find that stillness within you to know that I am someone. Even if somebody tried to strip you of your very identity. So, I really hope this message is resonating with someone that has gone through, someone that's going through, and that really needs a word of encouragement, because when you're in the eye of the storm, all you see is that, just the storm, just the very fire, the thing that you're going through. Sometimes you can't see beyond that sometimes. But thank God there's a God that lives on the inside, right? That we can always pull and go to. And even if you've been discouraged and feel like God may not love you because why is he allowing me to go through all that I'm going through? Please try not to allow that to be your thought process. He loves you more than you even can imagine. The issue is sometimes we don't see what's in front of us as we're in that very thing we're going through. And so sometimes we need to blame somebody. I get it. We need to cause, and if someone loves me so much like this, why would they let me? I don't know the mind of God, but I know he is so real. And I know that for whatever reason we have to endure, whatever it is we have to endure, he is the master to know what is on the other side of it, to know what you need to gain, get, or even how you're going to triumph and how your life will be restored and how you will be set free and delivered from it. But if I can give anybody words of encouragement, don't turn your back on them, even in the height, in the depths, in the midst of your storm. Because when we can get to our lowest points, sometime that's all we have is to just say, help me, I'm here, help me. um and so, but let me get back into this, because I don't know what people endure. Like I only know what I've gone through in my life. I only know what I deal with in my life. But I realize there's so many people that are hurting, that are dealing with pain. And it doesn't help when we add to that pain because we may not understand what they're dealing with. But sometimes we just need to allow people the grace to be able to go through whatever their process is and just be there. Sometimes words can't even speak to, what it is they need in that moment, but just show up in love. And sometimes just being quiet could be the very thing they need, knowing your presence is there. So, but let me get back into, as we're talking about the healing and the shame and guilt. Um, and so I just want to talk about these few points that I want to remind you of. You did not need to survive. You did what you, let me get it together. Let me collect myself, right? You did what you needed to do to survive. Whew, that deserves grace, like I said, not guilt. Healing is about releasing the labels, victims, mess, burden, damage. Release those labels. Do not label yourself with the things that people may want to try to label you with. You are allowed joy again. You, because of what someone may have done or how someone may have made you feel or what someone has taken from you. Always know you deserve joy. You deserve to be happy. You deserve it. And you deserve to be safe again and loved again. You deserve that. So, this is the heavy message. This is a heavy coffee brew. And I'm sorry, I may be disrupting some people's day dealing with this. So if you're hearing, you're listening to this, and have to go back to work, I'm so sorry. But if anything resonates from this message with you that will help you find the sunshine in that day, that moment, or just a piece of joy, whatever it is, take that away. Take away those things. Don't live in the space that has hurt you or caused you harm. Let's Hopefully this message will help you to be good and just smile. Just try to smile in the moment of your day that hopefully could feel like love embracing you or giving you a hug. And so, but let's talk about right. Power is your choice. Your story is still being written, and you hold the pen. The power of the pen, your story, you, right? So sometimes being able to journal through your thoughts can become therapeutic for you. Being able to write and talk about it. Maybe it's a letter to yourself of whatever emotional state or how you're feeling, but being able to do that for you. This isn't about anybody else. This is all about you. You getting back to a place of joy and being able to take your power back. When you reclaim your joy, you rewrite your future. Reclaim it, rewrite your future. You are weak because you feel some responses. I have some responses. Let me just kind of chime in with some people. So, make this journey about you, not anyone else, not what somebody can give you, not what somebody wants to take from you, but make this journey about you, right? Whew, the whirlpool life, definitely you will have a testimony. And so, also, I have turned my pain into purpose by writing my books. Absolutely. And that's what I just shared. You have an opportunity. You have an opportunity. And I know my screen, I see that my video keeps going in and out, but the audio is still being recorded. So bear with me, y'all. I tell you, I don't know why I be going through these technical difficulties and I keep freezing up. Yeah. So bear with me through it all. Right. So over here on my Instagram, thank you all for just chiming in. Miss Bell 964 at Gmail. Hey, Jesse Moss 92775 and MS Social MG has joined. Hey, my friend. So, but let me wrap kind of bring this to a close. All right. So, I want to talk about just leaving you with some different things that you may be able to identify with. Okay. So, what identity or label have you carried that no longer serves you? These are questions I want to leave with you. What life looked like if you led from wholeness instead of hurt? Those are things that I want you to just reflect on. And really, I want you to think about those things. As long as I can still hear, I'm blessed. Thanks, sis. So, in our final sip today, I just want to leave you with your survival was a chapter, not the whole book. Do not make it your whole book. Make it a chapter in the book because life is still happening for you. You still have some chapters to write. And think about how you want to see the ending of your book. Okay. Your healing is not just possible, it's your power. Turn your healing into your power and make it powerful. Make it powerful that no one will ever put you or do to you or just rob you of your life and your identity. You are not what you survived. You are what you decided to become after whatever it is you survived. All right. So y'all know how we do. We sip slow, but I really want to speak life from this message to you and step into your healing, the power of your healing, and turn it into your strength. Turn it into your power. So I am so sorry. I'm sorry that this brew today was a little heavier than expected, but somebody out there needs to hear something to know that they can find or gather or seek the strength to be able to overcome and come through and understand that you are not what you survived. So, with that, guys, thank you. I am so sorry for all of the issues with my streaming. It always tends to happen during this time. Makes me wonder. but we're going to speak power, right? We ain't giving no power over to the very thing that's trying to shut us down, right? So today, let it be a day of speaking power. Unfortunately, it was an unforgiveness for me. Thank God I learned to give for folksy or forgiveness. Amen. So, with that, thank you so much for chiming in today. We will be back again tomorrow for our coffee break. We will be back tomorrow. And you know what? I need to go get some energy because, oh, I tell you, I feel like I am lagging, but I'm here. So, yes, continue to speak power over yourself. Make this about self. You are the leading person in your life. Never forget that. Never give that power over to someone else where you then become the understudy or the supporting cast member. No, you are the leader in your life. And so with that, if you have not joined our community at Hope of Vision Connect on YouTube, just check in the description so you can go and you can join the community. Thank you all so much. We will be back tomorrow and Friday. Make sure you tune in Friday. We are streaming live. We are streaming live. Yes, we will be live, but we'll be streaming live from the actual podcast convention in Atlanta. So we have some guests that's coming live from the convention on Friday for Authors Brew Friday. Looking forward to that. And hopefully you can stop by. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another coffee brew on Morning Brew. And keep this in mind. We also now, we just started, but we now also make sure at 6:05, if you didn't catch the whole video and you need to, you can also stop by for the evening pour of Morning Brew at 6:05, Monday through Friday. Thank you guys. I will see you later. That's what we'll say later. Bye now.